Foreign companies hoping to expand operations in China may now have second thoughts about doing so. That's after a Shanghai court sentenced to jail two corporate investigators from British drug maker GlaxoSmithKline. They were found guilty of illegally obtaining information about Chinese consumers. And as CCTV's Han Peng reports, the case could now have a chilling effect on foreign businesses.
British citizen Peter Humphrey and his American wife Yu Yingzeng were found guilty of illegally obtaining private information about Chinese citizens. The couple served as private investigators for the British pharmaceutical giant GlaxoSmithKline.
Defendant Peter Humphrey has committed the crime of illegally obtaining personal information about Chinese citizens. He is sentenced to a fixed term of 2.5 years in prison and is fined 200,000 yuan. He will be deported after he has served the sentence. Defendant Yu Yingzeng is also found guilty of illegally obtaining personal information about Chinese citizens and is sentenced to 2 years in prison. She has been fined 150,000 yuan. Incriminating property belonging to the couple, including a portable hard disk and laptop, have been confiscated.
It was an extraordinary drama that started with an anonymous letter and a sex tape. Last March, 15 GSK senior managers received an email with an attached sex video involving the top executives of GSK's China division. The email offered a detailed account of alleged bribery in China carried out by GSK executives. Humphrey and his wife were then hired by GSK to find out who was providing the information. In a televised confession after his detention, Humphrey said GSK told him that somebody had been waging a campaign for months, sending letters to Chinese authorities, accusing GSK of massive corruption. To find this somebody, Humphrey and Yu Yingzeng purchased a host of private information about possible suspects, paying up to 2,000 yuan for each tidbit. That's about $325. The information included household registration details, background on family members, property information, call logs, and exit entry records. They also obtained information through traditional private eye methods like hidden cameras, following suspects by car or on foot. This is the very first time China puts foreign citizens on trial for illegal obtaining of private information. According to the verdict, Humphrey and his wife, although found guilty here in China, are not involved in the massive corruption scandal of their employer, GSK, which is now in a much bigger trouble than the couple. The former head of GSK China, who hired the couple for the private investigation, was also detained and is accused of having presided over a massive bribery network in China. GSK executives are alleged to have funneled hundreds of millions of US dollars in bribes to Chinese doctors to prescribe the company's drugs. It's the biggest corruption scandal of a foreign company in China in many years. Analysts say whether Chinese or foreign, as long as they are in China, no one is above the law. Han Peng, CCTV, Shanghai.